we have here a Zoomer Chomping Z-Rex, and we're going to take a look at the electronics inside this thing, and then I'll reassemble and donate it away. So right off the bat, come on, open up your mouth, thank you. There's an infrared transmitter receiver there, probably determine when you've got something in its mouth. There's another one here for that. Actually, there's two. One transmitter receiver here, one transmitter receiver here. There's also something in its... Oh, it likes it being played with the tail. That's different. So there's a sensor back here somewhere. And there's wheels on this thing. It doesn't move by itself, but it's designed that if you push it, it goes into, by the looks of it, attack mode. And the batteries go here. So, let's open it up. As I said, I will be donating this, so I'll be putting it back together. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. So, that there, let me just... Yeah, I bought this new screwdriver. Boy, is that ever good. And I got it from Home Hardware, a local store. None of this off of Ali or Amazon. And it was $6 and something. But the beauty is, it's got this beautiful long thin shaft. And it's a Phillips Zero. Okay, oh, there we go. Really old version of a spludger. Fingernails. Okay. Oh, no, that came off easy. There we go. I'll put a close-up of the foot over there. And what do we have here? I'll move over because I'll put a close-up over there also of this. So it's got a wheel. Okay, 3 wires going to it. Oops. I better be able to put that back together. Okay. Let's get I'll put a close-up picture of that in here. I forgot to take a picture of it, so I had to open up the foot again and do this close-up of it. So I'll have to remember the wires going to it are red, blue, and purple. Not exactly sure if this might be a Hall effect sensor or who knows. I can't see there being an LED in there, but I'm not about to rip it apart since I do want to reassemble this. Okay, got that back in. I'll put the foot back on. So, now the tail. Yes, I'm playing with a T-Rex's tail. 2 more screws. Looks like this is going to be the standard. We use the same type of screw on everything so that it's one piece by many, which is a very good business model. And at some point I'm going to get an electric screwdriver. Okay, let's see, is that going to come apart? Okay, it splits that way. There we go. Oops. Okay, bring this up. Bring my light over a bit better. Okay, so that's looks like how it works. It's got a little wire there. I'll put a close-up picture to the left. And when you pull on it, there must be another sensor in this part of it. So put that back together. Hey, where'd you go? Yeah, never came out. There we go. Let's just make sure I got it in. Okay, that's good. I realized after I put the tail back on that there's 2 screws here to get at where that sensor probably is. So, hopefully everything goes good on this. I'll just take out, oops, there's one. As I said, I don't want to destroy this. 2. Okay. Oh, there's a bit more complicated than I thought. I'm just going to take a look at this. So you have this here. So you're just going to remove that spring. So when you, okay, so there's a little switch right in here. So here's a close-up. The actual lever is down there for the switch. You can just see it right there moving. So that moves and to there for the switch. There appears to be a red wire down there going somewhere. Oh, that's probably for the battery. But that's it for its tail end. Okay, the tail's back on. So I'm going after the head. There's a screw here, here, 2 here, and 2 in its jaw. I'll start with these ones, and I'll shut up and fast forward it. I'm hoping the main part of the electronics is in the head there. Can't see there being much room in the body of it, since that's where the batteries are. Also, with all those screws for the midsection, I'm not sure this thing would go back together too well. So, let's see what's in the head now. And there appears to be quite a bit. So, here's the board. We have here, there, MX608 1514H. Actually, I think that's an H-bridge chip driver. The 2 pins there, the 5 and 6 are soldered together, then go over, and then go under the board. It's also very close to the motor here. The black and the white there are going to the motor. I think there's an, okay, there's M1. And I think that one's an M, it says M plus there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's for an H bridge. I think this might be a voltage regulator here. It says EO5T. 5 volt? Not 100% sure. I couldn't find the exact one on the internet. Then there's some transistors, some 1AM, which is an NPN. Then there's some Y2s, which is PNP. And then, of course, we have blob number 1, followed up by bigger blob number 2. Also, for the eyes, we have 4-pin LEDs, one on each side. We have the sensors here for the infrared, the other one, and then this one and this one going down for the one that points down in the mouth. Then we have lots of other, let's see, resistors, capacitors, etc. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. Flip. Oh, you can take a picture of this if you want to try to reverse engineer it. I sure not. Okay. Gonna have to flip it over gently as it all tries to fall apart. Get the speaker out of the way, and I'll just have to hold this in place. There we go. We have transistors, lots of transistors on this side. We got something U4. If I can figure out what that is, I'll stick it up in the corner there. More transistors over on the up that way. Then our infrared LEDs to the right there. Now, the next part though, I'm going to rotate it around. There's what does all the chomping sound. It says 180 and then it's got a 103 there. I'm not going to undo those screws. Oops, because I'll never get it back together. So it's got these two fine wires going in to that. And then there's three heavier duty ones going in here. Not totally sure. And of course the speaker. So I'm going to very carefully rotate everything back around, put it in place, and then tighten up this board. Okay, got the three screws back in. Yeah, it's still working. Good, I haven't destroyed anything yet. Let's see if it... you can see it moving that jaw around. So that's about it for this. I tried to actually do some probing, but of course with the power on, this thing's just bouncing all over the place. So there's actually a fair amount of electronics in this thing. It should actually be fairly easy to reassemble now, and then I can donate it.